What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Toner Scorpio, with my co-host, Deception. Deception, say hi.
What up?
And we are back for another week, another episode, another time with the Climb Together podcast. This is episode 168. I thought it was 169, so I was really excited for today, but that's next week. Next week is 169.
Yeah, a week early on that.
Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes people come a little early, and you know what? They're welcome anyway.
All right.
Um,
Thought we were saving those jokes for next week.
I was really cooking them up, bro. Like, I was really. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But bear with me, guys. I did work 4 10-hour shifts in a row, and they were actually really brutal. I was just telling Deception about it before we started the podcast, and it was awful. I literally all day, every day, had to do something. We were getting absolutely our butts
Yeah.
handed to us because in my town that I live in, that I also go to school in, they do this they do this big air show, right, with like old planes from like wars and
Okay.
stuff. And so they do this big air show, and every for two out of like every third year, this thing doesn't land on the same event as another thing, but this year it landed on the same event as like the town like festival kind of thing, where like people from literally all around the county come to this thing and this little like festival and participate in it. And there's like this and it's just a really big event for this area. Like all the people that live in the crevices of bumfuck nowhere come out, and they all come together in this small town. They come from all the other small towns into this small town, and so it's just so much people for no reason. Like, it's really not that epic. Like, I've been to some festivals before this that were way better. This is like a 2 out of 10, but this is like their 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? So like they go and they all come out of their walks of life, all different types of people um come to these things. And so naturally I worked the entire thing at my place of employment. And normally,
Oh yeah.
so my boss was like, normally we're pretty dead, so I'm not gonna throw an extra person on because you don't need it. We needed that extra person. We needed it actually. I made so much fucking money this
Yeah.
weekend because of tips and everything, because our just sale volume was so high. It was really just like person after person after person. And the thing is, the worst part about it, it wasn't even just that it was like, oh, one person and then okay, another person. It was like one person ordering 5 wraps, and then like for just one person ordering 5 wraps to like then take out in a bag to the rest of the people. So like you would get bamboozled and be like, oh, I just have to make one thing right now, and then you'd be like, no, I have to make 20 wraps and feed all the small children in a third world country right now. And then there was a bunch of people that have never been there before. Mind you, these are all small town people, so like they come to my place and they're like, "Oh, this is so cool. How does this work?" And some of them have the two brain cells that kind of like hit together and like figure it out themselves. But then other people, you have to like walk them through the entire process. Even though on our menus it walks you through step by step the process, you still have to do it for them because they don't read, I guess. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
not here to judge, even though I'm judging just a little bit. So I have to be like
Just a
on
little
my
bit.
yes, and I have to be on my game because I'm also trying to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna get my butt handed to me, I want to make some cash because I get paid like hourly plus tips. So I want to make my tips. That's what makes my job worth it. And but then also we since there's just the two of us, we also have to do like prep and stuff like that too. And so it was just we were just doing stuff nonstop and we were just getting screwed every single day. And I'd have to come in early. I usually come in at like 10. My shift starts at 11. I come in at 10:59 and clock in at 11. That's how I do it.
Mm.
That's just what I do because I end up staying till like 9. We close at 9. I'm there till like 9:20, 9:30, whatever. So I'm not coming in early. No way. If I have to stay late, I'm not coming in early. But but I was coming in at like 10:30 because my boss wasn't there to like come in early because he was out of town for his kids' lacrosse tournament or whatever. So I'm coming in to work at fucking 10:30 and then busting my butt until 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. So these are not 10-hour shifts anymore. They're 11-hour shifts. And it's just one thing after another, after another, after another. And I'm just like, it was so bad. But yesterday, I finally got caught up. I finally was able to sit down for an hour. But then we got my butt handed to me for like the last hour of my job. And I'm just like, I'm sore. Like, my arms are sore. And I'm never sore after work, ever. But I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh, my arms, they hurt. So if I'm a little weird today, that's why. Because my town hates me and they wanted me to suffer this weekend. So I did. I guess I don't know, but I made a lot of money, so I'm okay because I can use that money for my trip this weekend. Going to go see my friend, one of my gaming friends this weekend. Kichi, y'all know Kichi. I'm gonna go visit her, so um, I'm gonna spend that money that way. Was it worth it? Yeah, absolutely. Should my boss have put on a third person? Absolutely. But here we are. Anyway, podcast day. We've got some things we got to talk about. We've got CDL stuff to discuss because we didn't really talk about it last weekend because we kind of like got hung up on Streamer University, um, for the most part. Then we've got some Black Ops 2 stuff, with the like not the remastered, but the like the re-released version of the game. And then we've got MW4 Kill Block. We could actually go
That probably should be the first
first
topic.
thing.
That'll be
Yeah.
that'll be rather
Mhm.
short because
Yeah.
I mean we already knew Kill Block was a thing, but actually tomorrow we'll get to see gameplay of it, which is awesome. And they've shared like Charlie and Tell shared some more like screenshots and they did a little
Mhm.
like teaser video for it, which is really cool. Um, this is definitely like I feel like this is honestly like with the reputation Infinity Ward's had the last like few years and the way like they got a new team now and they're trying to I guess redeem themselves. I think this is the big selling point of the game is kill block. Like this is that shiny new thing and the rest of it is just going to be let's be as traditional Call of Duty as
Yeah.
possible. Um but I like their enthusiasm for this and I like the concept of it to be honest. It's going to be available in 3v3 and 10v10 gunfight on launch. And they haven't said anything yet, but part of me, because like we remember when they did the gunfight alpha,
Mhm.
part of me feels like we're going to get a kill block alpha, because this would be a great way to like experience like the game for the first time. Is playing
Mhm.
this. But yeah,
I think because that's what sold people on like Modern Warfare was gunfight. I think, in my opinion,
I mean
that alpha.
that's what I liked. I mean, I played a lot of gunfight alpha when it
Mhm.
came out. I was excited. I mean, I thought gunfight was an interesting concept anyway, but getting to play it for like a weekend when we did was great. But yeah, Kill Block looks really cool.
Yeah.
There's three different slabs of the map. The map is sort of broken up into thirds, and there are over 500 different combinations. One thing that I saw in the new Charlie and Tell screenshots they showed that I think is really awesome, especially for people that may not recognize some of the parts of the map or may not know some of the parts of the map because maybe they didn't play some of the games they were in, is that I don't know where it'll be on every map, or if it'll be immediately visible, but in the Charlie Intel screenshots, you can see that they like on the walls and stuff. They have labeled like what the map is that you're on,
Hold on.
which is cool.
Let me. Yeah, we'll get to I got you with that. Uh,
Yeah,
Dynamic weather as well.
yeah. The
So you
dynamic weather is going to be that also is going to be interesting on Kill Block.
get there's some pictures.
Yeah, you can see it because that one is station. You can see it on
Mhm.
the house, and then like the next one is like Kill House, and you can see that. Like I think that's
Yeah.
cool that they
High
labeled.
rise,
And I
station
assume that
cabin.
that's on like each side
Mhm.
of the so both sides are like, oh, that's where we're playing,
Yeah.
um, which is awesome. That's great. Um, That looks kind of like a shipment type thing. I don't know if that's shipment or a different map. It could be something different, but um,
Doesn't say. I don't know. I can't see.
yeah, they don't have that one labeled. But I do like that they have it labeled, like where it's like you know what you're playing,
Yeah.
and it also could set you up when you're playing because it's like if you know that like this is what that slab of the map is gonna look like, then you know like how to play it.
Oh, this might
Um,
be a. I don't know. Never mind. Scratch that. So.
but yeah, we're gonna get to see this tomorrow. It's gonna be
hmm
there's some like game fest thing happening tomorrow. We're gonna
So
get to see
I think this is very
gameplay of
important
it.
too. So if you're thinking like, oh, how does the map change? Does it change like while I'm playing? Does it change just randomly? Like, what's the deal on when it changes? So the map changes every other round. So like if
Yeah,
you're
it
playing,
changes every 2 rounds. So you get each team gets 1 round on each side, and
hmm
then the map changes.
yeah. So that way you can see, um, that way both teams get to play on the same map, both
And
offensively and defensively.
gunfight is a first to six. So
hmm
you're gonna get to see it's gonna flip. It's gonna flip at least five. Well, it'll flip the sixth time for round 11, but you only get one side of that if you go
Yeah.
to round 11. So it'll flip 5 full times, and then if you go to round 11, you'll get the sixth one. I think it'd be kind of fun. Like I don't know if they have something planned for like a round 11, but I think it would be fun if for round 11 they made the kill block instead of it being 3 different maps, they just slabbed one map together
Mm,
and made that the round 11.
yeah, that'd be cool. But it's all like probably all random too. So like, and is my question too is it one specific slab from maps, or did they slab out maps into threes? So you
I
play.
assume that they did it in threes because they said it's over 500 different combinations, which granted, like, you could probably get 500 different combinations of one map being one slab, but part of me feels like they have split every map they wanted in here into like thirds, so there could be slabs of every part of the map.
Yeah, maybe. I hope maybe that's the case, or maybe like the best slabs, because some I don't want slabs of certain parts of certain maps, but I don't know. And then also some maps you probably can't slab into threes, but I think that if there was three separate flat slabs per map, that way like in B like B1, B2, B3 of the
Yeah,
map, like you can get like the three different parts of the map. So like if you're in the middle of the map, you play the middle of the map, but if you're on the beginning of the map, you're like on the offense, you play like the offensive side of the map. Like I feel like that would be a lot
yeah.
better in
I feel
my
like that's how it's
opinion,
gonna
but
work. To be honest,
but
that
then again, I
seems
don't
like
really
what they're
know
doing.
because that would then it would
I
function a
also
little bit
like.
better.
I don't know if I don't remember if they said this or not, but I'm pretty sure they said that they were. If this is like a success and people like it, that like throughout the year they're gonna add more
Mhm.
maps to it and more slabs. So we could see this evolve to be like insane, possibly.
Yeah.
I just really like. I don't know if they could do it, but I know this is like a gunfight centric thing, but I would really love to see like you be able to play 6v6 on these maps and do like like if, for example, you could play like imagine if it was 6v6 and it was domination, but there was like well, you wouldn't be able to have an intermission because that would that would hurt the gameplay.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to like imagine if we went back to like what if we went back to like domination where it was like first to 100 and then halftime and then you go to 200 and like in at halftime all the slabs change. Like
Yeah.
I would love for some way for them to integrate like face off or like some sort of like respawn to this because I love this idea for gunfight, but I would love to try to play respawn on this. I would play kill block a lot if they could get respawn in there.
Yeah, but it looks like it's only going to be gunfight for now.
Yeah,
Um
it's 3v3 and
and
10v10, which is
10v10.
crazy. I
Interesting.
kind of wish they would do 6v6 gunfight, but
We can only ask for so much deception.
It's probably they probably are just doing this because it's very experimental. Like I'm sure if it's a
Excited for the
success, they'll
lurk.
probably look at doing a whole bunch of like other things to it.
Hmm.
But it does look interesting, and I low key hope we get an alpha for it. I know they said it'll be playable in the beta, but like
I
I
want
low
the
key hope we
alpha.
get an alpha for
Yeah.
it. Like I just I want to have an experience where I can just this is the only thing I can play, so I have to play it.
Yep.
Because part of me feels like in the beta, not a lot of people are going to play it because they're going to be playing the rest of the multiplayer stuff.
Agreed. And like, I don't know. I feel like I want to like immerse myself and play in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want to immerse myself in the in it. But that's just my opinion. Ah, I'm getting stuck on
yeah.
stuff. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, that was really poorly worded. Anyway, um, but I think maybe they will. I don't know. We'll have to see. Um, what was I
They're
saying?
definitely like trying to generate, like, I feel like they're trying to generate some form of hype now
Yeah.
for this game, which is pretty good.
And I think Killblock will do it, honestly. Like I think it has the power and the potential, the way that Gunfight did for Modern Warfare, to
Yeah.
really bring people into the game just for that and just to play that. I think there's gonna be some good tournaments, Killblock tournaments, um, on
It'd be
launch.
awesome if they did like a creator tournament for this.
It would be.
Like some sort of like kickoff tournament. They like creators and like CDL pros and stuff. And that'd be
Mhm.
cool.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
It's not like we run an org that does tournaments and stuff.
I mean, I think that this is gonna be cool. I just hope that I just hope we get a I hope we get a Kill Block Alpha announcement
I think so
tomorrow.
too.
That's
I think it would
what I
be really
want.
great.
That's what I want really bad.
We're manifesting it, and honestly, with our record on this podcast, it's possibility of it happening is pretty high. It's pretty high. Um, but yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about it next week, and if there's a alpha, we'll be playing it. Um, cool. So next thing, also Call of Duty. Today's a Call of Duty podcast. Buckle in, guys. There's just a lot of things happening in the space right now, especially with like champs this weekend. This is probably gonna take up most of the podcast, to be honest, champs. So we're gonna kind of like
Yeah.
schmoove
Games are gonna
through
be.
this next one. But so Call of Duty um added Black Ops and Black Ops 2 ports on PlayStation. So
Yep.
do you want to explain what ports are? That way people understand what that means.
Well, yeah, it'd be great because I feel like a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people have been complaining they didn't add this, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. Well,
Mhm.
it's a port. So basically, for the people that are complaining about them not adding things and changing things, a port is literally you just taking a game and basically copy pasting it to a different console.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand. Everybody was like, "Oh, they don't have FOV slider. They don't have dead zones." Like, dude, it's a port. They have they hired a company. They hired a development team to copy paste BO1 and BO2 to PS4 and PS5. They didn't hire them to do anything else. It was just a
Mhm.
port. Um,
Literally, so it's like okay, it's like the reverse backwards compatibility with
yeah,
games. They're taking instead of making a game that was playable on PlayStation 4, playable on PlayStation 5 too, they're taking a game that was on PlayStation 2, bringing it up to standards to be able to run on a newer thing. They're not adding anything to the game. They literally took the game.
which I mean, granted, with these games, it's not difficult.
They don't
Like,
I mean, you don't really need to like change anything about them either. They were good games. And we want like I feel like the part of playing a old nostalgic game is to be able to play it as it was. And especially with
yeah.
like a lot of people
And
like
that's what I felt. This like it, granted when I played so I got BO2.
mhm
By the way, these games are all if you have PlayStation Plus and you have a PS4 or a PS5, you need to get these right now if you want them because they're currently I think it lasts for like a couple more weeks. They're on a sale, where normally these games are $40 and the season pass is sold separately and it's $30, so they're essentially a $70 game. Um, but if you have PlayStation Plus, the games are $20 currently, and the season passes are $10.
Oh, so let me go get on
Um,
my PlayStation after this, is what you're saying.
so yeah, so if
Even
you want
though,
to play these, get them now. A lot of people, I mean, these are hot. I mean, we'll talk about like obviously you can see what's on the screen. We'll talk about some of the sheer player numbers and stuff in a minute, but
it's
um,
insane.
these came out, and the thing that I enjoy, I think the most about these games is exactly like what you said is like playing it how it was. Like,
Hmm.
granted, it would have been cool to have dead zones, especially on BO1. I have not played BO1. I've heard that dead zones are really bad on that game. It would have been cool to have stuff like Dead Zone's FOV slider, and it was a little jarring going back to play BO2 initially and being on 65 FOV or whatever you played on back then. But it's so fun because you just, instead of it being like Plutonium where there are all these adjustments made, which Plutonium is great. I'm not I'm not dissing on Plutonium, but as fun as Plutonium is with all the adjustments they made, where you can have FOV slider, FOV scale, dead zones, all that. Playing the game exactly like it was when I played it and I was like 14 years old in 2013 was amazing. It was surreal. Like, and I haven't stopped wanting to play Black Ops 2 since I bought it and started playing it. It's so fun. And like I said with the numbers, like it's there aren't you can't see the numbers because they actually sadly they took off the globe that was spinning around and like the player count um from like the menu on like Black Ops 2. But they're these games have already vaulted to the top two games on PlayStation Store. They've even passed GTA 6, which granted it's not out, but the pre-orders were going crazy for GTA 6, and they passed that. And also, it is rumored that these games have surpassed total Black Ops 7 player count on all platforms. Um, which I
Mhm.
wouldn't doubt it because I know there's weak skill-based matchmaking in the old games, and it was quick to get in games anyway. But I was getting in games way faster than I got in games in BO7. Like in BO7, even with the skill-based matchmaking change they made, it's it still takes about 10 to 15 seconds to get in a lobby on average, sometimes longer. In BO2, I was getting in a lobby in like 2 seconds. Like, I would click the button, and before I could even like blink, I was like in a full lobby ready to go.
Oh my god.
Like, and it's been awesome. It's been
Yeah.
great. And another thing about this game, and this is also a product of the port. I know some people were talking about this. This is just a product of the port, and personally, I like it. I know some people don't like it, but I do like it. Because it's a port and it's on PS4 and PS5, none of your stats carried over, so everybody starts on level one. And I personally enjoy that because now we don't have people that have like all maxed out stuff just like destroying us. I've been playing most of the people I've been playing, like I've seen very few like M8s, AN94s. Like I've been
Hmm.
seeing most people running MP7, PDW, MTAR, like all the basic early level stuff, which is really fun. It makes me feel like I'm playing Black Ops 2 for the first time again.
Yeah, dude. It's just wow. Like there's just it's like the pure nostalgia. I'm I I'm kind of scared to download it, but at the same
Oh,
time,
dude. Yeah, I feel like you get hooked right in because it's one of those things where I know like some people have talked about like, oh, look, you guys just love that game because it's nostalgic and it was like that game came out 13 years ago. It can't still be good now. Oh yeah, like I can tell you from playing these ports and basically playing it like it's a brand new game
mhm.
and having so many people play it and just experiencing it. Yeah, it's not nostalgia. It's just
No,
those
I
games
mean the thing is if you look at it, so like Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 combined, right? They have more on just like the, on just PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, combined on those two platforms, those two games, has more players than Black Ops 7 does on every single platform combined. That
Yep.
is like, so that's four different, two games, two platforms. So that's four streams of players, right?
Two old games. One of them
Which are
is 13 years old. The other one's 15 years
my
old.
young my youngest sister. My youngest sister is younger than these games, okay? My sibling is younger than these games, okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Let's remember this for a second. Okay? And then we've got PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox,
They also BO7
Steam,
also released on PS4 and Xbox One too.
PS4,
So
Xbox. So it's five
no,
different consoles.
Black Ops 7 is on 5 different platforms.
Five different. So four streams for a 14-year-old game beats five streams for a new game that just came out in November. It's not about nostalgia. It's not. The game itself plays better. Yeah, it may not be as high tech or as,
Dude,
as super good graphics, and it may not have all the bells and whistles that Black Ops 7 does, but it's fun. And that's the part that people
I
care
was
about. It's
bro,
fun.
I was talking about it yesterday. I had so many points to make yesterday on stream when I was playing it that I was just thinking about. Like, I think we, I think we may need to have a podcast just about what the difference is between these games and like BO7, because I could name you off just off the top of my head some things that some things I could tell you just spitting them off the top of my head that I feel like made these games better than BO7 and made these games more skillful than BO7 is
Mm-hmm.
one, the guns had the guns had specific ranges for their aim assist, and if you went out of that range, you didn't have any aim assist anymore. Like you couldn't map somebody with an SMG unless you had just an insane shot. Like I've done it, but it's not easy because SMGs only have like a 25-meter aim assist range.
Yeah.
So you get aim assist within 25 meters, beyond 25 meters, good luck. um, Another thing about these games that make them more skillful is there's not really any rotational aim assist. There is when you aim down sight, but like there's basically no aim assist when you're hip firing. So you just have to like have good aim or you're gonna die.
These games are like less
The
beginner
ma- the
friendly.
the spawns are just so good. The maps just flow so well. There's just so many things I could say about
Mm-hmm.
these games that where like the pick 10 is great in BO2. The like these games are just awesome. Like these ports prove that it's not just nostalgia, that these games are legitimately just goated.
Yeah.
Cause like I genuinely like, granted, I like the BO7. I'm not saying BO7 is a bad game. I think for modern COD, BO7 is one of the best. Um, but the playing Black Ops 2 after I bought it genuinely was the first time in like a really long time that I was just sitting here and I couldn't stop thinking about playing it, and I was
Mm-hmm.
just hyped to play. Like,
Yeah.
like I was just one to play BO2. Like, it's just so good. I've had so much fun. I'm working on getting camos. Like I'm like almost done with my MP7 camos, and I just started legitimately going for camos yesterday. First couple days I just spent like using like random guns when I leveled up, trying sniping out again. Sniping on that game also is goaded.
Yeah. I really I'm actually maybe well, I'm gonna play Where the Winds Meets today because I want to play. I'm really addicted to that game, dude. Where Winds Meet, bro. I love it. I've been like
I saw you
taking.
playing that game, and it honestly looks pretty good.
It's fun, and then also I'm doing like the Bean Boozled when I die. So like it's just like,
Yeah, that's
dude.
great.
Oh, I got what did I get last week? I got like dead fish, I think. Oh my god, I literally gagged. I literally gagged. I like almost threw up. Like I like almost had to like walk off screen and like actually vomit because it was so disgusting. But I'm like, you know, I'm trying to like mix it up. I'm trying to step away from COD because I just like I'm so COD consumed all the time. But like I can't pass up on this opportunity to play like my favorite
Yeah, it
Call of
might be
Duty
difficult
again.
with this, dude.
I know
Man,
I can't pass that up. So I might have to take my PlayStation, unhook it. Actually, maybe I'll just play it for my own. Maybe I won't record it or anything. Maybe I'll just play it for my own peace of self. maybe. We'll see. I
I'm
just
telling you, it's great. Like, but the PS4 and PS5 both, like, everybody's had good. I mean, obviously these are your when it comes to like servers, they're obviously player hosted servers like back in the
mm,
day, so servers are kind of iffy sometimes. But like the actual games themselves were in great,
yeah.
no issues really. I've had some like random crashes, but like when you're in the game playing, unless the server's really bad and your connection's bad, the game is fine. The
Also,
game is
too,
really
I've
fine.
heard that like the hacking's pretty bad right now too.
Yeah, they ended up one of the things that people were a little concerned about that I think now that Activision sees the interest, they'll probably like crack down on like getting updates and stuff out. They did do one update that made it to where PS4 and PS5 players could crossplay together. That initially wasn't a thing when the ports launched. Um, yeah, but they disabled a whole bunch of game modes. There were a few specific game modes where people were able to like either rank people up massively or like de-rank them.
Mhm.
Um, and they have removed those modes. So I think now that Activision sees the sheer like everybody wanted to play this and like everybody loves it, that like they're gonna start working on updating the ports as we go. But yeah, these ports are awesome. Like, if you have a PS4 or a PS5 and you sorely miss playing BO1 or BO2, you have to get on it. I don't know how long this is going to last, like how long people are just going to continue playing them. But like for right now, this game, like these ports, it seemed like a fantastic long haul game until at least MW4.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to remember how long people played BO2 anyway. Um, there were a lot of people that skipped MW3 to play BO1 until BO2 came out.
Mhm.
And BO2 was popping in player count until like BO3 came out. So, and even after that, even when like Infinite Warfare and stuff came out and people didn't want to play that, they went back to play like BO2. So, these games could be like long term, like huge.
Yeah.
You never know.
Especially now that they're ported on these newer consoles, like it opens the door, and Activision has a they have a unique opportunity here to sorry man, my brain's this is the 4 10-hour shifts manifesting. Man, Activision has a unique opportunity to capitalize on this as a company because these newer Call of Duties are not doing well. This is very evident in player base feedback from the community, retention, everything. But then this game comes out from fucking 15 years ago, right? And we're like, what's going on here? What's the deal? And it's because these games are just better overall because they're not trying to like make they weren't trying to make like $1 billion per sale, right? They were trying to make some money, right, with these games, but at the end of the day, they were more focused on putting out a better game and having a better game. And I mean, obviously, it was who was kind of in the leadership positions at these times anyway. But that's beside the point. Um, these games had a different like focus and a different goal behind them than modern games do, and people still enjoy playing them even if the quality's worse or whatever. So taking these older games and making them a lot better, because you look at games like what, World of Warcraft or um Starcraft or um League of Legends, like these games, and CS. Like you look at these games that have been around for a long time, and it's just a singular game. Like they've put out updates and DLCs and stuff like that for these games, but they haven't like made people spend $70 on a new game. Okay, maybe World of Warcraft, but they haven't like not every single year. And the quality of these games are so good, and the play rates are still so high. I mean, we go to Steam charts. Um, top top 10 games. We're gonna look at charts real quick. Hold on. Top 10 games by play concurrent player count. Okay. We're going to Google. Okay. So these are the we'll go to Steam charts. Okay, you're looking at it with me? Counter-Strike 2, a million, 1.2 million. This game has been around for a long time. Counter-Strike 2 was just recently they reinvent the game every once in a while, but it's a free to play game. It's one of the biggest esports in the world. It has the biggest current players by far on
Oh,
any
we're going crazy right now.
hours played 650 million.
Yeah.
There's no other game that touches like it's double the highest of any other game. Pal World just had an update literally a couple days ago, so
Yeah, Power World just pushed out 1.0, so
yeah,
that
they
game's
just
blowing up again.
yeah, that game just put out a really big update, so that makes sense why they're kind of up there. Dota 2, Dota, the huge game, and they have a huge concurrent because it just makes anyway. And then PUBG, bro, PUBG. I think this game is like this game. I feel like they barely touched this game since it came out in like 2018. When did PUBG come out?
Like 2015 or
2018.
2016, I think.
PUBG.
Because it was like H1Z1 started popping off in like 2014, 2015, and then PUBG came out.
27 is 2017. 2017 is when PUBG came out. I feel like they barely touched I mean, they have touched the game. There have been updates. Yes, 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 yes. Don't get me wrong on that. But like they haven't fundamentally changed that game.
Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since they've done anything really crazy to that game.
Yeah, they genuinely fundamental and it's free to play. Taskbar Hero. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, so I'm not gonna comment. Bongo
I've never
Cat.
heard of that.
Bongo Cat. Don't understand, but okay. I don't know what that is either. Apex, even Apex, like a game that people like hate on, just like trash on, is like so high right now. Other like 213 peak players and 170,000 concurrent. Current. This is just Steam charts, by the way. This is just Steam. This is not including all the other like consoles and
Not
everything
including
like
console,
not
no.
including console. This is all just Steam. So PC.
Console usually, unless there's not like a player count in the game, they don't usually share player counts.
Yeah. Uh Rust. Well, let's go down a little bit. We got Rust, 115,000. GTA 5. Okay, first of all, GTA 5's been
Where is
out.
COD?
COD's not on. COD's like in like less than 60. Cause what would the
BO7, I think, has got like
on
40 to
Steam?
50K. I think.
Let's find it.
Okay, we're not in that range either.
um.
I mean, you also have to remember, yeah, Call of Duty has like 26K. So.
Did you see it? Did I skip it?
I mean, you also have to remember COD is on BattleNet, but
Oh
like,
yeah, Call of Duty right here.
I feel like since COD went back to Steam, most people get COD on Steam.
Yeah. I feel like it just kind of depends on how people play it, but it's 26,000. So, I mean, COD is a bit skewed because it is on multiple different platforms, but still, I mean, it's below like NBA
The
2K. It's
24-hour peak is 34K.
yeah. But
Yeah,
like NBA 2K
being below 2K is
is
insane.
sad. That's sad.
Considering 2K is like such a console game and like barely anybody plays it on PC. Being below 2K is kind of nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I feel like 2K is like that game that like is more like socially acceptable for people to play because it's more like it's not a nerd video game. It's a just a video game
Yeah, and that's such a
about
console game. Like
yeah.
that's not a game that like PC players are
hmm
like, yeah, I want to play 2K.
The fact that Call of Duty's below OBS Studio actually kind of cracks me up, Loki.
That's funny. Yeah.
That's really funny. Um, but like, you know, Siege, for example, is higher. Like, it's just Overwatch. Overwatch, they've done like one really massive overhaul to the game in the when did Overwatch come out? Like 2014 or something like that? 2016 is when Overwatch came
Overwatch
out.
came out in 2016, and then
Yeah,
Overwatch 2 came out in
2023,
2022,
2023.
and then they
The
just
reverted
rebranded it again.
back together, yeah. But like, and then like Red Dead Redemption, fucking 41,000. That game, when did Red Dead 2 come out? Red Dead 2 came out in
Red
like
Dead 2 came out in like 2018.
2018, I think. Yeah, 2018. October 26, 2018 is when Red Dead came out. I got it that year for Christmas. It was great. Um, oh my God, it's also 75% off on Steam right now. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense. Um, 75% off on Steam right now?
I mean, COD's numbers
15
are
bucks.
low. I feel like COD's numbers will go up a little bit because of champs, but
That's about
maybe
it.
not a lot.
No. But like it's just like these
Maybe
games they
not a
don't
lot.
have like super overhauls like Warframe, Dead by Daylight, Stardew
DVD's
Valley.
still sitting at nearly 90K.
Yeah, 168 peak. It's gone down a little bit, but it was up here for a minute.
DVD was in the top 10 on not too long ago
Yeah,
because they hit a new peak of like
what's Bongo
170K.
Cat? I don't know what Bongo Cat. Anyway, but like this is the thing. It's like why fix what's not broken? And Call of Duty does that every single
Yeah.
time. If they
Well, it's
released,
it's like that with Dota 2 as well. Like
mhm,
Dota 2 came out around like the same time Counter Strike 2 came out.
mhm, let me see. Dota
It's like, but it's just like Counter Strike 2 is just building off CS:GO, which
mhm.
is a like 14-year-old game, and Dota 2's around that same
Dota
time,
2 came out in
and
2013.
yeah, and CS:GO came out like 2012. So, and these two games came out around the same time
Mhm.
BO2 did. So,
Yep. Like it's not that they're bad games, and now they've updated them to fit modern day graphics. They've got more bells and whistles now, but they didn't fundamentally change the game. Call of Duty doesn't fundamentally change the game at all. Like there's no fundamental change. And the thing is like they're like maybe the argument behind it is like, oh, the campaign. People don't play the fucking campaign, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like people play the campaign once, but at the end of the day, most of the time now, most of the player base of Call of Duty plays multiplayer or plays zombies. Like they play the repetition of Call of Duty. That's what Call of Duty is known for. It's known for like the repetitive same thing over and over and over again, the camo grinds, the things like that. That's what Call of Duty is known for. It's not known for its campaign. People play it once at the
yeah,
beginning of the game just to like get the storyline or just for like the achievements or maybe the campaign camos that they do now. You know what I mean? Like people don't play the campaign for Call of Duty. They don't care about the storyline. They just want to play the repetitiveness of it. Same thing with CS. Like CS, like you don't play Counter Strike for the campaign. You know what I mean? There is no
I didn't
campaign.
know there was a campaign, dude.
There isn't. There isn't one because they don't need it. It's a repetitive shooter where you just load in and you do the thing. And like Overwatch has lore, has like, they have some sort of campaign aspect to it where like you get like a storyline and
Yeah.
like it develops and stuff like that. Do that. If you want the storyline to continue or to build on a storyline when you add new characters and
Most
stuff
people
like
don't
that.
even play that. Most people are just
No.
like, I want to play it. I just want to play the game.
Yeah, some people just skip it. You know what I mean? Like it's just not a campaign game. It's not a story mode game. A story mode game is like just not Call of Duty. Call of Duty's not a story mode game. Like the way that Grand Theft Auto gets away with it is because they have the story mode, but then they have the online that's based on the story mode. And like there's different things in both. You know what I mean? And the story mode takes a while. Like when you play through it, I think it took me how many hours did it take me? Locked in, it took me like I don't even know. Did I write it down somewhere? I don't know. It took me a while. It took me a few streams. I do remember that. And so it took me at least 10 hours, I think, which might be sad. I don't know. Did it take? I don't know. Actually, I do not remember. Anyway, beside the point. Let's put that aside. But anyway, it's just like why are you doing this to the game? Anyway, I think we should move on because I could go on this all day and maybe we could do like a whole podcast on this, but we probably could.
Yeah.
But the thing is like I think we should move on to champs because I could really go on about this like for a while. So anyway, so this week Sorry, I'm cracking myself up. So this weekend is Call of Duty, the Call of Duty League Championship for Call of Duty League.
Huge.
Huge weekend for this.
Big event.
So, it is in Vegas, which I think can be
That's a good venue for it.
yes for
As
the
much as I love Optic hosted champs, Vegas is maybe the best place to do it.
hmm
The only other place I could tell you that may be hotter than like Vegas or Texas, just strictly because of Optic, is like if they did it at Anaheim.
yeah
That'd be peak.
yeah that would actually be really good. So let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the bracket. Um, hold on, let me full screen this for you
Take
guys.
a look at that bracket.
Take a look at the bracket. Okay, so winners round one, we've got Optic versus Heretics. Then we got Gentlemates versus Koi, Thieves versus Falcons, FaZe versus Two. While we kind of discuss this, you guys know I normally do my own bracket. I kind of like since I was working a lot, I didn't do it, but I'm gonna make one real quick. I'm gonna like quickly do one up real quick. That way we can actually make our uh whatchamacallit um
Predictions.
predictions. Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
honestly, like, uh, I hate to spoil it already, but I feel like this is pretty. At least the beginning part of it's gonna be pretty cut and dry, but it is gonna be interesting, because Gentlemates and Koi playing against each other the first round is pretty interesting. That'll be a good one. FaZe G2 will be a good one. Um, don't really know what to think about Thieves versus Falcons because Falcons just benched Pred and put a Luca in, so um, that'll be really interesting. What a story that would be if Falcons made a run with a Luca playing his very first event as a pro ever at champs.
that would be crazy. Hold on, I'm like,
Um, but this is gonna be big. Another thing about champs, if you want a chance at playing MW4 beta, they're gonna be doing 3 different beta code drops. I think they're doing. I don't know if they're how many they're doing. I don't know if it's gonna be like. I know before they would do like 50K total, but they're doing 3 different drops this time. Maybe it's 50K each, but um, it's like you watch for I think it's like 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 120 minutes, and there's like 3 different beta code drops. So you technically have 3 chances to get a beta code. And usually they drop a whole bunch of them. So chances are, if you watch, you're going to get a beta code anyway. But that's also a big thing.
yeah, I'm
Is
almost there. I'm
them
almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm getting there, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, COD, COD is always a good time around champs. Getting to watch Uh, getting to watch the event. Champs is always a huge event for people. Everybody loves champs. Um,
Other thing is
champs,
too is
champs is
like,
fun, dude.
thank you for keeping the conversation going to subject. Appreciate it. Um, well, what the thing with champs this year too is like, um, I don't know. One thing I don't know how I feel about this with champs is like, just doing like the top 8 teams. I feel like having all teams going would be really funny. Because imagine like Cloud9 coming in and just like actually sweeping everybody and winning. I don't think it would ever actually happen, but it would be really funny for them to get the chance to do
Yeah,
that.
like that's a whole thing that we've talked about before about like
I did it.
I would they want to make these events be like a playoffs type thing, and it's like that's just not how esports works.
No.
But
Okay. I did it. I fixed it. We're good. This is the actual bracket now. I'll keep this one over here. But
let's go.
let's make our predictions, chat. Let's make our predictions. So we've got Optic versus Heretics in first up. I think I think this goes to Optic, to be honest. I think they're too hot right
Yeah,
now.
this is kind of a for people who have been around for a little bit. This is kind of like a boogeyman series because it seems like heretics have always been like funny enough. Like aside from phase, heretics have always been like the number one nemesis of Optic,
Hmm.
especially on land.
Oh my god,
but
yeah. They're just
but
too hot right
I
now.
mean, with the way that heretics team has kind of like, if you would have told me like before Major Four that here this was happening, I'd be like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because Heretics at the time were like really, really good. They were looking so good. They had just
Mm,
finished second at Minor too. Um, but after the Heretics have sort of crumbled pretty bad, I feel like this is a clear cut like optic win. Uh,
yeah. Well, maybe I
I
can like
don't feel
actually.
like the Heretics will be that scary this time. Um, I
There
would
we go.
probably go. I'd probably honestly, I'd probably go like optic, probably like 3-1.
3-1.
I think maybe heretics take off a map, but probably like 3-1.
3-1. Okay.
I think that's
Interesting.
probably the outcome.
Yeah, probably. I don't really see
Now,
it going another way.
Gentlemate Koi is gonna be the one that's like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's
Uh,
gonna be
Because the thing is
the
like,
one that's really interesting.
Gentleman started out so hot this year that like it's it's kind of hit or miss because Kauai's really been they've been a consistently
Yeah, I
good
mean,
team throughout the entirety of the season. So like it's just like, oh well, can they build on that consistency and really like make it
well,
happen?
they've gotten crazy enough. They got rid of Joe Deceives. I don't know
Why would they
I
do
don't know
that? That's
what they were
so
thinking there, but
stupid, bro. I don't know what happened or there's just something must have happened behind the scenes that was like really bad or something, or he must have
'cause I
done
thought he
something, or
was gonna be
there's
their guy.
he is their
Like,
guy. He is their guy. Like that's just like he just was the kind,
I
just like
thought
the
he was
main
gonna
core of
be
that
their.
roster.
I thought he was gonna be like the guy that they just built around for a while.
Hmm.
Like I thought he was gonna be the long term,
Yeah.
like IGL sort of guy of that team. But
Hmm.
um, crazy things happen in the CDL. So,
Yup. Yup.
um, I think Gentlemates probably win that. Probably 3-1. I don't know. Koi have just made like really bad decisions, and like
Hmm.
while it will be a very interesting matchup, I don't think it's going to go in the favor of Koi.
I don't
Um,
think so either. I think Mates take this one. I think it'll be close though. I think they'll do it in like a 3-2 fashion. I want to say it's gonna be close.
you think it'll be a 3-2?
I think
I
it'll be
mean, I would think
3-2.
that. To be
I think
honest,
it'll be a 3-2.
I would. I'd like to see as many game fives as possible.
Agreed. Agreed.
I'm down for game five.
McCoy, yeah. Um, then we've got Thieves versus Falcons. I think Thieves win here
Oh
convincingly.
yeah.
Convincingly.
I mean, I'm gonna be very interested in that series because of the fact that Aluka is playing, and like obviously like this whole season, Aluka's been everybody's been looking at him like he's the new guy. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's looking at him like he's been insane, which I mean he has. He's been really good in challengers, and like FaZe picked him up as a substitute just in case anything happened. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, and he has definitely looked like a very hot prospect. Now Falcons had picked him up on loan from FaZe. I don't know if this was like a last resort thing and they just had to pick him up, or they had been seriously looking at him for a while. But yeah, they benched Pred and picked up Luca. So we're gonna
Interesting.
see
Yeah.
we're gonna see a new Falcons team.
Well, I mean, there's been some rumors
Champs.
about Pred, but and why, and it just might be his attitude. At the end of the day, it might just be him, because there's the speculation
Wouldn't
before,
surprise me.
but it's all rumors, so we can't really confirm nor deny any of it, or no one really can because it's all just like
Yeah.
speculation and You really don't know what happens in the room unless you're in the room. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. We don't even know where the room is, so we're definitely not in the room. Um, okay, maybe Deception knows where the room is, but that's just because he's like, he's just Deception. But
Is the roster mania in the room with us?
yeah, it's not with me, bro,
Yeah.
ever. You know, Deception. I want to say this. I've been rewatching The Walking Dead, and there's this
Oh
character,
Lord.
and he really reminds me of you. Have you watched The Walking Dead?
Think I think me and Hugs are like 6 seasons in. I mean, Hugs has watched all of it, but I haven't watched it
You're
yet.
6 seasons in. Oh, so you definitely know
Yeah.
who Eugene is.
I don't remember, to be honest.
You he's got like the mullet and like
I don't remember.
hold on.
It's been a
Hold on.
while. It's been a while.
Hold on. This dude.
No, I'm not like that dude, brother. I'm not him, dude. Bro,
You're like him in later
not him.
seasons. You're like him in later
Not
seasons.
him, man.
You're like him in later
That
seasons.
guy's weird.
He is
That
weird,
guy's weird.
but you're also weird. He
That guy's
he evens out in the later seasons. Trust.
that guy's
He's
weird.
not as bad in the later seasons. He's more he like levels out. He's not as like I'm pretending to be a doctor and I'm gonna save the world, but like he's he reminds me a lot of you. Well, it's not just a southern accent because a
Alright.
lot of people in that show have southern accents.
Alright.
But you remind me of Eugene. And Hugs, I need you to agree with me in a little bit when you get to the later seasons. Anyway, we've got FaZe versus G2. We've got FaZe versus G2. I think this being FaZe's home champs, I think they're gonna do pretty well here just based off like the home crowd vibes and
I
energy.
would love to see FaZe I would love to see the FaZe G2 series being upset, but I don't know, man.
I don't think so. I honestly don't think
I
so.
just
Not
it
here.
happens every time where the top four teams just breeze on through to the next round. I don't see that being any different.
No. I think we might see an upset in losers bracket, but not in winners. And if we do, I want it that. I want it that way. Trust me, I
Yeah.
want it that way. But a girl can't always get what she wants. So here we are. So, are we gonna think it's a 3-1 or a 3-2?
I'd probably say like 3-1 FaZe.
3-1. Ah, okay. Um, so we'll do losers then. So we've got Heretics versus Koi. I think Koi take this.
Yeah, honestly, I could see Koi winning that.
I think they're as a team they're just a lot better. Um,
Yeah, you gotta remember Heretics have just Heretics look so good
mhm.
for a while,
Yeah.
and now they're just they're just gone. Like
Yeah.
they crumbled so hard going into Major Four,
Mhm. Do you think it's gonna be 3-1,
and they
3-2?
couldn't really get anything after that. I probably got like 3-1 Koi.
3-1
Uh,
Koi.
probably like 3-1.
Do you like how I'm just copy pasting everything?
Yeah.
Uh, um. Hey, listen. That's the benefit of using Google Sheets for these brackets. You can just copy and paste stuff, and then I can color coordinate it, and it looks all pretty. So I do what I do. Okay, I do what I do. Next year, next season, this thing is about to be next level. I swear to you guys, I'm gonna get bored at work one day and I'm gonna make this thing look so good and the teams are gonna look it's gonna be so much better. Trust me on this. I hope I get this bored. So next year these bracket predictions will be a lot better. Okay, moving on. Um then we've got Falcons versus G2. This I think will be a close matchup. I think this would be a 3-2 situation, whichever way it goes.
Okay.
I think. Let me hear your thoughts. I just wanted to get that out before someone changed my mind.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know how much faith I have in the Falcons. It's just like I know Luca's really good, but it's so tough having a guy that like this is his first event ever
Yeah.
as a pro, being champs. It's like he could either he could either just have the jitters the whole time and just like play really bad, uncharacteristically bad for how he normally plays, or he could be like lights out
Yeah.
and
It's
super
such a
good.
coin
You don't
toss.
know, like, and you don't know how this Falcons team is even going to work out
Nope.
because like all these, granted, they probably had a lot more scrim time before all this stuff came out.
Mhm.
They probably all this stuff probably didn't just happen whenever it
Yeah.
came out, but they'd still have not had nearly as much time as like all the other teams.
No.
To to prepare, and they're playing with a new team, so it's like I don't know.
I think it's
I
it's
feel like I
it's
I
tricky.
feel like this is like I hate the Falcons having this happen
Mhm.
after they finally had a season good enough for them to get into champs,
Yeah.
but I just feel like they get double first rounded. Like I think G2 are just better. I mean, G2 have such a good team. They have made upgrades, obviously, with like the Gentlemates trade and whatnot.
Mhm.
So I think that G2 will be very very good. I think they're probably the best team outside of the Zone Four.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. You don't. I'll go 3. I'll go 3-1 just for your sake. I think it might be 3-2 though. I think Falcons will try to fight for it. I think they're gonna like duke it out a little bit. I hope they will anyway. Am I wrong? Probably, but no. Go country. Go country.
I mean, hey, you never know.
You never know. Um. So then we've got back to winners. We've got Optic versus Gentlemates. Honestly, I want to say this, but I don't know if it's gonna happen because Optic is just so unpredictable sometimes. Like you wanted to say that they're gonna win lights out, but because that's the kind of
I
team
think
they
they're gonna
are
win
though.
3-1.
That's the kind of team that they are. They are a lights out team. They can play like that. It's just like they just
Well, they did that last year at champs.
yeah.
They went hard on the practice for champs, and they were unbelievable at champs the
Uh-huh.
whole event.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it was
Like I want to
it was
just
surreal
I
watching how
wanted
good they were.
I want to just take Optic and just go. Oh wait, hold on, wrong thing. I want to just go bam, 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 because I feel like it could happen. Like I feel like it's totally plausible. But the thing, yeah, they play against themselves for the winners finals. But at the same time, I just I don't know, because sometimes they like to go down here and like scare us a little bit, and then they come up here, you know. So I agree. I think it's gonna be a 3-1 Optic versus Gentlemaids.
Yeah, I think they
Fuck.
advance
Fuck.
there.
Lock in. Lock in. Okay. Um. So there's that, and then we've got FaZe versus Thieves. So here's the tricky part for me because I'm like,
This is maybe the hardest one of the so far.
uh, also does Gentlemaids go down
Steve's
and
versus
play?
Faith stuff.
Gentlemaids goes down and plays G2, right? That's how the bracket works.
I honestly don't remember.
I think that's how it works.
That the bracket is funky the way it works. I think down in the losers bracket, but I don't know.
I think it's they play against the teams, the side of the bracket that they haven't played against yet. I think that's how it works. I genuinely don't know. Chat, help. Someone who knows, look it up or something. Actually, I probably can't just look it up. I can look up champs bracket from last year. Hold, please. We can keep talking about base versus thieves while I do this, though.
Yeah, I think Face Thieves is by far like so far it's the most difficult matchup to predict because FaZe and Thieves are like so even now. Like
Mm-hmm.
because before, and I know the standings show a little different, but like before FaZe was just FaZe. Once Gentlemates kind of fell, it was FaZe and Optic.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
FaZe and Optic undoubtedly the top two. But recently, Thieves have really
They've turned
improved.
it up. They've turned it up.
They have
June.
really gotten good.
Okay.
They picked up Neum, and it took a little bit. There were like some minor growing pains with getting Neum dialed in, but man, they have been lights out.
Okay, yes, I did get it right. I got it right. Period. Fa- so I think it's gonna. I think this will be a 3-2 game, whichever way it goes.
Yeah.
Um, do you want to say? Do you want to say thieves or do you want to say face?
I honestly,
Because this is, I think, is a coin flip. To
uh,
be honest,
it is a coin flip. That's what's hard about it. I think I think phase three too.
base 3-2.
We'll call it.
All right, all right, all
I
right.
think it was game five no matter what.
I think so too. Phase on.
Game five no
Phase.
matter what.
Oh, oh. Click on the wrong
If we
things.
get a game five, I'm happy.
Mhm. I think it's a possibility.
It kind of would. I honestly, for me, even if phase one, it would suck if it was like 3-0.
Yeah.
Like, dude, really?
Yeah. Um. So going down to losers, we've got Thieves versus Koi. I think Thieves take this. I
Okay,
think,
I'll take it.
especially if their game against FaZe is so close. You know what I mean? I think the only.
Yeah, honestly, like, I hate to be that guy, but I just think it's gonna be the same thing it's been all year. I think the top four teams breeze through to the second round of winners, and now I feel like they're just gonna stomp their way back to being the only four teams left.
I think though. I think though. I think though. Yes, I think maybe since Gentleman's got knocked down, do we think Gentleman's like G2's gonna do an upset? Because they have been really good recently, but do we want to create a run the way we usually do with Royal Ravens?
Honestly, I could get behind a G2 upset there.
Because like if we're wrong, we're wrong, but like if we're right, we're right, and I think G2's the team to do it if there's an upset in from being not in the top four, getting into the top four of champs. I think G2's the team that'll make it happen.
I could get behind a G2 upset of
All right.
Gentlemates. That
All
I
right.
mean, that's gonna be a crazy.
It'll be
That's gonna be a
insane.
crazy matchup anyway.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what happens. That a Gentlemates G2 at champs would be
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Do you think Koi Thieves is it 3-2, 3-1?
Probably like 3-1.
3-1?
I don't want to give anybody a 3-0.
No, I don't think a 3-0 is gonna happen here. I think all the teams that would not win a map are not in champs. To be honest.
Yeah,
To be
all these
honest.
teams at least have a little bit of a chance.
Yeah.
They'll probably make a map off.
Whether they win like the S&D or the
The
hard
only
point or
3-0s that I
whatever.
feel like might happen is like with like Optic.
Yeah.
I feel like Optic is the only team that could like 3-0
3-0.
anybody here.
Yeah. I think it would be, if it would be any if there was gonna be a 3-0, I think it would be Optic versus Heretics. I think that would be like the 3-0
Yeah, I can
map.
see that.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
I just want to see more comp,
100%.
though. I'm not
Me
giving
too.
anybody a 3-0.
No, I don't. I want to see game 5, game 5, game 5, round 11. That's what I want to see. Even though I'm gonna be on a
Although
beach.
it would be insane if Optic did the thing again and got all the way to grand finals with this sweeping everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I'm ready. And I'm gonna be in an airport this weekend, so like I'm gonna be able to watch.
Man.
I'm excited. Anyway, so then we've got Optic versus FaZe.
I have a potentially hot take here.
Okay, let me hear it.
I think Optic lose to FaZe in winners bracket
Okay.
finals. I think they lose. I think it's like 3-2, but they like lose a narrow S&D and they go down and lose bracket finals. I think that's what happens.
Okay. 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 I can see it. I see the vision. I see the vision, and I can
I
see it.
think FaZe has a
I think
little
it,
bit
yeah.
of home court advantage here, and I think
Yeah.
they overpower the green wall and get to grand finals here.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that happening. Um. Okay. Um. Then we've got Thieves versus G2.
Thieves versus G2, I think could also be a 3-2. I think it'd be close, but I'm thinking Thieves, man.
They're
I think
good.
they make it. I think they go to lose bracket
Mhm.
finals.
I think either way, we're gonna see whether Thieves win here or down here. I think we're gonna see Optic versus Thieves at least once during this
Yeah,
champs,
it's gonna happen. Yeah,
and I think it will be a good match. Um, I think it'll be a 3-2 to whoever wins, but
yeah.
unless Optic like is so pissed that they're like 3-0 right now,
Honestly,
which they could do.
I think loser bracket finals. I think Optic is on a is out for blood, and I think they 3-1 Thieves to get to
3-1
grand
Thieves.
finals.
I think that's
I think they take them down.
yeah, yeah. I think they want to lay they want that revenge, and honestly, I think with this bracket specifically, I think the curse that has plagued the entire league this entire year of the team coming from losers bracket, winning the whole thing. I think that happens here again. I think
Yeah, you see the
we're.
vision.
I
I let
know,
Optic
I
lose so
know.
they could go from the losers bracket. Yeah.
I see what you did there. Yeah. Uh, um. What am I saying? Yes. Okay. I think that the curse continues. Um, because I mean we're 4 for 4 right now on the team coming from losers bracket, winning the whole thing against the team from winners. So like I see it happening again. I think it's just the format in this case scenario. There's only like what one or two matches being played. There's only like one or two matches being played on Sunday, right? It's like one. It is this matchup right
I'm
here.
pretty sure it might just be grand finals.
I think it's just the one matchup. So, I mean, they really don't have the advantage of being warm that day. So maybe it'll level the playing field. Maybe. Um, I don't know though. It depends on what you feel like the advantage of it is.
Yeah.
Because it's what, best of 7? So it'd be like, what,
Yeah.
4 or
The
something.
best of 7.
So like, are we
I think it's
saying
Optic 4-2.
4-2?
I think it's 4-2.
Okay.
I think it's 4-2. I think Optic are back to back to back champs.
Yep.
Now, if they win this, if Optic wins this,
They
and they
cement
get
a dynasty.
if they win this event, if they win champs, and they go back, and they three-peat, I think this puts, Optic as the greatest team in COD history.
Yeah, I agree. And they have the ability to do it.
There's some debate as to like Optic versus Complexity or like Optic versus FaZe lately, but I think if Optic win this event, that's
Hmm.
sealed. They're the
Yep.
greatest team in COD history.
Yep. To have like multiple different dynasty teams that are just absolutely
Well,
lights
and
out
if this
stellar.
happens, dude, if this happens, um, if this happens, like Dashy's a 3-time champ,
Hmm.
Hook is a 3-time champ,
Shots is
Shotzi is a 4-time champ, like
and
4
5, and
rings.
isn't he? Doesn't he have like a champion in Halo too? Or no? Am I
Yeah,
just
he
making
has
that up?
one in Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So I think that makes a case for Shotzi as like greatest FPS player of all time.
right up there with Formal. Puts him right up there with Formal.
Well, and that puts Shotzi at the top now for rings and
Mm-hmm.
as like active career because there are a bunch of people who have three right now: Karma, Krim, Clay.
Yeah.
But
Yep, yep, yep.
Shotzi would have four,
You're right,
and
you're right.
counting as a coach, Karma would have six.
Yeah. What a dog. What a dude. What a dude. Karma just over there just like gonna recreate the freaking like Jordan like the Michael Jordan pick where he's like got all of his rings like this. It's just like
Yeah.
gonna have to add an extra finger or something because he's got six. Anyway, I think this is totally possible. I think this could happen, and I think if any teams, the three teams that are gonna win this are gonna be Optic, FaZe, or Thieves. I think those three teams have the ability to.
Yeah.
Optic, I think, is gonna be the one in the end, but I think
Honestly,
if it's
like
any
if
of
you
those three
if you
teams,
told me that any one of those three teams won champs,
I'd
I'd
be
be
like,
like,
oh,
okay,
okay, yeah,
that works.
I would accept it. I think the only team I wouldn't believe, I think there's a few teams that I wouldn't believe, but if it was one of those three
G
teams,
two would be insane.
if
Like I think
G2
the
won,
only
that would actually be like,
like
so I would love G2 to make this loser bracket run to win, just for pure like entertainment. Like that would be the entertainment part of this. Like, dude, the pure shock of that would be like actually insane. It'd be like, what the like it would be epic. Um, in all terms of the word. For sure. For sure.
yeah.
But I think this is what's gonna go. Anyway, we have definitely ate up our times. But we needed to. We
We
needed.
went a
We
little
needed to.
long,
We
a
needed
little
to.
bit.
I think there's a lot to talk about. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Climb Together podcast. I have been your host, Tone underscore up here with my co-host, Deception. Say bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys follow us on Twitch where we stream this live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. EST. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe and like the podcast episode. If you guys want to check out some previous episodes, they're all on my YouTube channel, Tone Scorp. This one will be live as well pretty soon. So if you guys want to miss, say you missed part of the hour and 20-minute podcast today, and you want to see what happened, or you want to take a trip down memory lane and watch some of the older ones, please feel free to do so. But yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.